to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On the Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His team looking for a spark, hoping they're... Trying to get the running game going. His first carry. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to sneak it here. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way.
Let's go.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get about 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Jackson. Out to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
DC, let go.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down. Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Back to throw. Jackson on the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, here's Jackson. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now give on the ground. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Another Baltimore first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
Off the play fake. Jackson.
The first down pass. The tackle by Zayvon Collins. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Real quick.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think
a first down throw for Jackson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Jackson now. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory past midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Donovan is a rocker in there for the sack, his 4th on the year.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Now he's loose again. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter, 39 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
So looking at a 1st and goal, he takes it all the way down to the 2.
More yards.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
first and 10. Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Real quick, ready? It's on! You at it.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Gonna quit. I'm ready. Set up. You. Set up.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Ravens. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he is just completely...
It is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.